Text animation is hard and time consuming, right? And as a video editor, time equals money. In this video, I'm going to break down the easiest way that I know how to animate text in Premiere Pro, which is using Mogrts. And I'm breaking down exactly what I do to animate text for my own social media content, as well as for my clients, and how I use Mogrts to elevate my clients' videos. Now, I can't give you an exact number of how much time I've saved using Mogrts in my clients' work, but it has to be in the thousands at this point, maybe even tens of thousands of hours. Anyway, let's hop into this video, and I'm going to break down exactly how I use these Mogrts and how you can use them to absolutely speed up your workflow. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is a reel I just posted the other day, and we're just going to break it down really quick. This is actually about using Mogrts to spice up your edits on social media, and this is what I do in my content. This is how I help keep people engaged. We're just going to watch this for a second. Use Mogrts to make your videos more professional. Mogrts stands for Motion Graphic Template. Cool, so you get the idea. And if you follow me on social media, you'll see these often. And these are actually motion graphic templates that I created, that I used on this. And you can see I've manipulated them in such a way that they fit quite nicely for this intro. They create an engaging intro, and if someone's watching on silent, then it helps keep them engaged as well. So let's just break down this first section really quickly. Use Mogrts to make your videos more professional. So I used several different kinds in this first opener. You can see I have one called slide up, font change, blur, scale, and tighten. And what we'll do is actually, maybe I'll just take this and duplicate it and bring it over here. And we will just also duplicate this adjustment layer. That's the color on there. And maybe we'll just break down this very opening shot. So we don't have to go through the entire thing, but just this very opening shot. And we could even make it a little, maybe we'll make it a little bit different than this initial one. So we want Mogrts to be the main thing that people see. So I'm going to start with that first. And I'm going to use this one that's called font change. This has been pretty popular that I've seen on social media right now. So you can see I just drag and drop that on there. And the sound effects are actually already included. Use Mogrts, which is pretty cool. And use Mogrts. What I'm going to do is just go over to this text, open up the text, and just change it to Mogrts. And I'm going to click all caps because I want this to be all caps. And you can see it's not changing right now, and that's because we have to edit a few different texts specifically for this one. So you can see it's changed there. We'll keep the size the same. And then maybe we'll change the color, though. Maybe we'll change it to red this time. Black and red, that's some good contrast. And then well, I'm just going to copy and paste this. So copy and paste on this text. Oops. We'll change this one to red as well. So every other will be red. And then paste Mogrts here. Paste Mogrts here. And then we'll make this one red too. And you can see there's 5 different texts. That's because as you go through this, there's 5 different fonts that I'm using on this Mogrts. So we have to be able to change. You can change the font to whatever you want. The defaults are in there for you. So that's kind of cool. If I wanted to change this last font to something, I don't know, let's just go Gotham. Then you'll see that this last one is now Gotham Bold. Whereas I like this Cool Vetical or Cool Vetica font. So I'm going to actually keep it at Cool Vetica. And then you can see it changes back on the animation out too. So for now, we'll just keep that there. So I want that to come in right when I'm saying Mogrts. Mogrts to make your videos more professional. Cool. And we'll just get rid of that back half because we're just going to focus on this intro right now. Use Mogrts to cool. So I also want all these to be all caps. I forgot to change these to all caps. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. And then use Mogrts to cool. That's kind of flashy and cool. So we want to put the word use as well. So maybe I will use this glide one. This is actually, I think, my most favorite motion graphic template that I've created ever. It's just super clean. Use Mogrts. Obviously, you can't see it there, but let's do this. And we'll leave it at Cool Vetica, and we're just going to move it up above Mogrts right here. It's kind of covering my face, but that's not a big deal. Use Mogrts to make... Use Mogrts. That's coming in a little slow. I want something quicker. So I might want to use that down the road. So I'm actually going to just set it aside for now. Maybe I'll use Flicker. This one's quick. And we'll go to properties. Change this text out. So you can see like your graphics panel. This is where your motion graphics sit. And then your properties is where you actually edit the motion graphics. So you change the word out and everything. I kind of skipped over that part. That's my bad. But we're just going to change this position so it's above that. And then we'll use a blur because I kind of talk fast here. Use Mogrts to make your videos more professional. Cool. So on the smaller words, to make your, we want to emphasize like the big words, right? So like professional is probably, like Mogrts and professional is probably the two words that are the most important in this scene. So maybe we'll just use a simple blur up for the to make your Mogrts to make your, and we could even, for the sake of time, we'll just do this, make your. But I think on my, we'll just edit the text here really quick. I think on my original one, I may have had these all separated out. Yeah, I did. So you can see I've separated all these words out on my original one to make your, so they come in one at a time. You can do that. I like to do one word at a time sometimes because it just helps track your eyes through the whole animation. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you like just how I do it with this one. And then we'll just use this glide one for professional. And professional. And I'm going to have this be all caps. What I like to do is actually just stack these on top of each other and then worry about like the timing later. So this one we want all caps, obviously, and we're just going to bring it down, kind of resize it to make it look clean. Cool. And I actually want this one to be red too. I want this to be stand out. And maybe this use is like a little bit, oh, whoops, wrong one. Maybe this use is a little too big. Maybe I want this to be smaller. Cool. So what I'm doing is basically just kind of like designing what this looks like first. So this is not what I know the end result is going to be. Now I'm going to like time the animations. So we already have like use and then Mogrts kind of figured out, right? Well, now so we want to make your videos to be about here-ish. And then professional, we want it to be about right there. So let's just watch this really quick. Use Mogrts to make your videos more professional. Cool. But we want, what's happening is the text is going away. We want that to stay, right? We want that to stay on there. So a cool trick that I really like to do is I've actually set my keyboard shortcuts, the letter F for a frame hold. That way, if I want something to be on screen for longer, like this, like all of these, right? I just simply make a cut here, bring this out animation to the end, select this, hit F, and now that's a frame hold. So that stays on screen. Again, all I'm doing, making a cut, bringing this animation to the end, and then hitting F on my keyboard, and it's making a frame hold. So I'm going to just do that quickly with all of these and have them animate out at the same time for right now. And this one, obviously, we might just need to drag the animation back closer. So I just got rid of the frame hold essentially in that animation. Just made a cut, brought it back, deleted the rest. So let's watch it now. Use Mogrts to make your videos more professional. Cool. So we'll compare it to the first one now. Use Mogrts to make your videos more professional. So I chose a little bit different animation. This one I think is called Titan on professional, and I used Glide on this version, but still pretty effective and kind of a similar take, right? Use Mogrts to make your videos more professional. Cool. That's pretty sweet and a really, really easy way to animate text. I mean, I didn't create any keyframes whatsoever. And if you don't know what keyframes are, that's okay if you're a very beginner. Keyframes are basically things that will help you animate whatever you're doing. And just to show you really quick, the pain of creating keyframes, if I just made a quick text layer where I wanted this to animate from one point to another, I'd have to click position, move forward however many frames, and then move that, and then I'd have to, that's an animation, but it looks pretty crappy. And so I'd have to go in here, I'd have to, change these to a Bezier handle, and then I'd have to smooth them out, which I can do. I've done that a lot, but it's just, so it's a little smoother, but it's just not an efficient way to animate. So if you have Mogrts, and there's a lot of free ones out there online, they're just an absolute game changer to use because it saves you so much time and effort and energy. And that's why I actually created these ones. I created these ones specifically to I created these ones specifically to save me a whole bunch of time. I edit all my own videos for social media. And I also edit a lot of client videos too. So I'll show you an example really quick of one of the client projects that I had that's just like huge. And they wanted text animations. And I thought, well, I'm just going to create some and then apply them instead of have to animate every single piece of text. Okay, so this is for actually one of my clients that I edit for. It's a facial protocol video, and they want text animations on all of these. So you can see all these layers right here. These are all Mogrts. These are all text animations. Now I could have finished out the project, put it into After Effects, then animated all the text fancy, and that's a good thing to do. However, when you need to really blow through a 16.5-minute timeline and you need to just get stuff done, these are perfect for doing that. So I'll just share a little bit of what this looks like for one of my clients.
Skin cells start repairing any damage that has been done throughout the day, increasing circulation, eliminating toxins, and improving cellular repair. Heal from the inside out by mimicking the benefits from a good night's sleep in hydrated, calm, and renewed, giving the skin that post-nap glow.
Cool. So you get the idea, right? It's really just, saved me hours upon hours upon hours for this project. There's got to be, probably over 1,000 text animations on this project alone. And not that every project is like that for everybody, but as you can see, just like how much of a time saver it is, where it's just dragging and dropping. The sound design is already built in. It's just an absolute game changer. And this is actually why I created these Mogrts, is for this specific project, because I was sound designing every single animation before I created this Mogrt pack. And it just has saved me so much time. So if you're looking to save some time, I actually have all these Mogrts on sale. It's a pack of 10, and it's absolutely changed my life as an editor. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link below, and you can check it out. No pressure to buy, of course, but I just know how much value they've added to my life. So yeah, hope you learned something today, and see you in the next video.